Yeah. Oh, wait, you finished it? You finished it?
I finished it.
What'd you think?
I was depressed for a while.
Right? You know what? Dude, it felt weird to see him cry. You know what I mean?
Hello and welcome to Nobody Cares. I'm your host, Zachary, and today we are also joined by the other host who's here every single time.
Ethan,
that's correct. It's been a whole year.
Yeah, so to the audio listeners, two of you, we're doing a video edition of the podcast. And I have not told Zach why yet, but basically, happy 5-year anniversary, Zach, of our podcast.
Is that why you wanted to do it today?
No, honestly, no. I just wanted to do it today because I was looking at our last episode. I'm like, oh, it's been a year. Guess it's time for the yearly episode. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is 5 years now?
Yeah, not even including Indecisive Buffoon, which I couldn't find the episodes for because they got nuked, along with like the older episodes. So I had to go to like iTunes to find like the official date. But yeah, 2016 is when this podcast started, and it's been 5 years somehow.
That's too long. It doesn't feel like it's been that long at all.
Yeah, I know, right? It's weird because we've been through a lot of life in 5 years. A lot of big stuff happening. You
want to go through what's new in our lives in this last year? Do you want to start with yourself?
Oh, sure. I guess the big thing is I got engaged in January of this year. That was a big one. And the wedding is being planned for October 9th. So that's basically my year. Yeah, that's the big thing for me this year. So.
Which, to be fair, real big thing.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. There's just a lot that needs to get done with it. It'll be fun.
It's an exciting event. Oh, no, for sure.
Especially since I've like never moved in my entire life. So this will be like my first time moving this year because I've lived in the same house my entire life. So it'll be fun.
It's exciting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Speaking of moving, I'm in a different room than normal because I've moved out.
Yeah.
I am in an apartment. I'm doing my thing. I've officially quit YouTube, even though I did a long time ago. Right. It's like official.
Yeah.
Except I was the other day I was this close to making a video.
I knew it. I was hoping, but instead you just talked to me about it. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, no,
if you were to do that, I would have made a response video. I'm not even kidding. And then we would have been 2017 YouTube again. It would have been great.
I have a whole notes list of like sources and like points, and like I actually started writing the script, and then I was just like,
see, that's the difference, right? I didn't have sources and you did. So if you were to actually make a response, I would have to come up with sources.
Yeah, because like, you know.
Well, yeah, that's the thing with like side channel stuff. It's not like a main channel video where I'm like heavily researching it. It's more just like hey, this is a thing I noticed. So, yeah.
It's Ethan's rant corner.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Sure, we'll go with that.
What we're specifically talking about is the... what you named the video? Something about like this needs to stop.
This
or, like,
trend needs to stop.
Yes, the clickbait title.
Yeah.
And yeah, but he was basically talking about a lot of stuff. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. It has Apple Jacks on the thumbnail of the video.
No, it has Uncle Ben's on the thumbnail, actually.
Oh, is it Uncle Ben's?
Yeah.
I thought it was Apple Jacks for some reason.
Well, that was like the starting point, and then it like developed after that. Yeah.
Let's just say he and I have at least started on very different points in the conversation.
That's true.
But yeah. Anyway, I don't know if we should go into that specifically. I feel like that's something
we've kind of already talked about it, to be honest. So
exactly. So it's like let's not delve into that.
I kind of want to talk about stuff we haven't talked about yet. You know, because like we had like lunch yesterday and we talked about a few things there, which was kind of nice to be able to talk.
First time we've been able to hang out in a while.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was very nice. because now we can go outside. Because I was listening to the last episode and we kept mentioning how, yeah, we used to be able to go outside and now we're slowly getting back to, hey, we can kind of go outside now.
Was the last episode filmed before COVID or during?
No, it was during. It was in like July, May, something like that. I don't know. But it was like,
look back at it and see what we were talking back then.
Yeah, you were talking about how like, oh, you know, we're like 3 months into this quarantine. It's like, whew, well, 3 months. That
yeah. A little over a year later.
Right, yeah. Exactly. So it was really interesting.
Yeah, it's been a fun year.
I don't know. I think we're looking up though, which is kind of nice. I think we're kind of out of the dark ages now, hopefully. Or at least regarding that.
Maybe. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, it just depends what happens this year. I'm sure no matter what, they're probably going to start opening stuff up. Like, they've already started opening up things, even though...
Yeah, that's true.
COVID is a very touchy subject for a lot of people out there. There's some really...
What? What happened? What's that? Drop something?
I'm playing with like a little fidget spinner.
Oh yeah, that spins on the desk. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Listen, man, fidget spinners are no longer mainstream, so it's not weird that I have one anymore.
Yeah, you were there before the trend, during the trend, and after the trend.
Listen, man, it works. It works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no, yeah, like so now we're like vaccinations are out. Some people get them, some people don't. I've currently got both my shots. Pfizer squad all the way.
Nice.
You know, in the last 5 years, you and I have really become very different people.
That's the whole point of the show. Hey. Yeah. No.
I remember back in the day, you and I were like same page, everything.
Yep. And then we got a personality.
Weird. I know. We became like older and like grew into our own people instead of just like a base model.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like we no longer just like riff off of each other like every day. Now it's just like kind of tune in every once in a while, you know, see what's happening.
Part of me thinks I should start doing because so I've moved out.
Okay.
And I work 3 days a week. I work a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? 12-hour shifts. Love it. Best thing ever. Highly recommended if anybody's able to ever do that.
Okay.
I have 4 days off generally. I need a hobby. Like recently, I've been hanging out with my girlfriend for last week, so it's like, you know, good times there. But like, what else am I going to be doing? Like, I need to start doing something. So, thoughts so far. A couple different ideas, right? Originally, I thought about getting into wiring and electronics. Too expensive, too much work. Not going to do that one. Option 2, get back into YouTube, make videos every so often. Ethan would be excited about that one.
I've missed Number Blue videos. I'll be honest. They were always pretty great.
I don't know what I would make it about, you know, like, and especially like the thing I've realized over this, like, even the last year, my opinions change so much because I'm constantly trying to learn more and like understand more. Yeah, and it's like that makes your opinions like really weave back and forth between things.
Yeah,
but yeah. So there's YouTube, and then option 3, video game design. I know Max wants us to get into video game design and like really start playing.
Yeah, that was a thing for a bit, and then it kind of just fell.
Like I had moved out, like and like I got very busy, and I was trying to like really start spearheading that. Right, and then like we all just kind of died off of it.
Well, everybody's busy like all the time, you know. So
weird.
Yeah, I know.
Almost as if we're all adults, like with
what
jobs?
No way. That's crazy.
But I don't know. Like I could get into it a little bit. Like I made one video game in the time we were playing with it, where I like made something where like all it was is you have to shoot like a ball.
Oh, okay.
And like it chases you, so it just will spawn and start zooming at you, and you have to try and shoot it to get it away from you.
Well, that's farther than I got. For sure.
But like, it could be fun, like, you know, if I got into that, and then like Max is working on it, I think. But if we both work on it, and then you also, if you would like be interested, and like we keep working on our own, and then eventually try making something, but
I'm surprised you haven't gotten back into like painting, because you and me would paint on occasion.
I like painting. It's fun on occasion, but like,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to make that my main hobby because I only got so much room on my walls.
Well, I mean, yeah, true. That's fair.
Eventually, I would be painting just to throw away.
You could paint stuff for your girlfriend, though. That could be cute.
You know, like once or twice, yes.
Yeah.
But like constantly painting, it's just like more stuff for you.
Hey, easy presents right there. Just paint something for somebody.
But yeah, so I don't know. YouTube videos is the one I keep leaning back towards, but it's just like, I don't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care enough about most topics, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
well, the
like,
question,
what do I want to...
yeah, the question is, would you go back into your like weird kind of topical commentary niche, or would you try to do something totally different? You know what I mean?
So I got like the 2 main series, right? Or 3 main series, right?
3 main series, yeah.
Advice with Number Blue, probably wouldn't touch that again. That was a funny little quirky thing, but I'm done with that.
That's fair.
The What Is series, which is kind of like really similar to your Gens of the Internet series, where it's like...
Which you claim I stole from you, which I really
I don't
didn't.
claim you stole from it. All I'm saying is it came pretty conveniently after it.
Well, to be fair, I literally made a What Is video for your channel, so...
Yeah. No, but like what am I gonna do? Like claim like how dare you make a review video that's my genre? Like it's common.
Well,
like,
even if... I mean, yeah, they're both reviews, but I would argue that they are very different from each other.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mine is... Well...
I use green screen and do camera
they
footage.
Look different. I'll completely give you that. They look different, but like what it is, where it's like we both dive into the actual publisher, let alone the game.
Yeah,
and we like talk about the publisher, how they got there, how the game, the history of the game, and then we get into like what the game is, how it feels, and then like really. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
But that's because I think we both agree that's like one of the best ways to get into it.
When I have a question for you regarding that.
Yeah.
When you made those videos, after you made the video, did you start to lose interest in the game because you made like a video about it? You know what I mean? Where it was like, or
so I only really
did you
made
have
two
like
on
more
games,
interest
right?
in it? Well, no, I know it was
Gunpoint and that wizard game, spell something.
Oh, I was thinking of the space one.
I didn't make one on the space one. I started to.
Oh, okay. Right.
But no, it was like it was a magic one that I'm blanking all of a sudden on. Like I had gotten the game for like free early on because I was making a review for it. So like, had fun with that. Yeah.
Well, I'm asking is because whenever I make a review about something, literally when the video is done, I never want to touch the thing again because I'm looking at it so much. I've gotten to a point where I'm like, well, I know everything about it now, and I know the developers, and I'm like, I kind of want to move on to something else. You know?
But sometimes it's kind of like dependent on the game, right? Like if you have like a game that has any sort of story to it, once you play through it and then you make a video on it, so you have to play through it again and again and again, like where you're like getting footage for it, you really kind of run out, you know?
Yeah, kind of.
That's so like you know too much about it. But if you play a game like, and then Gunpoint's limited, but if we were to play it, make it on that space game and such, it could still be a casual thing to play in the background, you know?
Yeah,
I think there's just a level of you get burnt. Like it's easy to get burnt out on games.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So I would probably. Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, I'd probably make more what is videos, and then more just like abstract topics.
Yeah.
Just weird stuff that I get randomly angry about.
Yeah, if you do, I'd prefer you do it before November because I'm planning a.
This message has been redacted.
So that's
get back into it so you can like.
Well, I haven't done one in like 2 years, not officially. So, and it's been a while. So,
as a side note,
it'd be interesting.
Don't mind me. I'm just have my giant pack of Tic Tacs.
Don't mind me. I just have a burger.
2 different foods. One actually is food. Cool.
No, literally, literally. So I was making. Oh, my tea's downstairs. I was making tea before the podcast. Sometimes I just wish that I could experience games all over again, like I didn't know they existed, because the beginner's guide is so good. It's probably like my favorite first Perkin. What? First person walking simulator. It's very story heavy. I don't know if you've ever played it.
I did. I played through it after you released the video on it.
I've kind of found a game similar to that. The Oneros one was kind of like that. I don't think it was as good as Beginner's Guide, but I haven't really found like a good like narrative driven thing like that in a while. Before Your Eyes is a very close one, because that game specifically is very interesting because you actually use your webcam to play the game, because when you literally blink, then it like changes the scene in game, which is pretty cool.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's a really fun game. It almost made me cry. I'd highly recommend it. It's a
I haven't been too big on games recently.
Yeah,
I've kind of noticed that.
Kind of same. Except like when I review stuff, the only thing that I've been playing like really recently is called Knockout City. That's like a newer game, and that's really fun. It's literally just like dodgeball with power-ups, and I have a lot of fun playing it.
I've seen you post about it. Did you say it was free? I forget.
No, it's like $20.
Oh, that's rather rude of it.
I know, but it's so funny because like
how dare they make money?
I know, right?
Sorry.
When I used to be in school, like I always hated dodgeball, like specifically, and so it's really funny that I'm in love with this literal dodgeball game. Because I've never liked dodgeball.
I was always kind of like okay with dodgeball, but it was always more of like
yeah,
I'll be there for it, you know? Because I'm a big guy, and like it's not exactly easy for me to touch as well as it is to like try and block.
That's fair, yeah.
Knockout City. Sorry, I pulled it up on Steam real quick. Just take a look at what it looks like.
It is a really fun game. I've streamed it before. Yeah, I saw it as like Nintendo Direct, I think, showcased it, and I was like, oh, this is actually really cool. The other thing that I wanted to mention about the podcast is apparently on iTunes we have 1 5-star review. I don't know what it says, but we just have one. I don't know why. I can't find, like, all I know it just says that, but like I can't find like the actual like review. So shout out to anybody who did that in the past 5 years, I guess. I don't know.
I'm looking it up just in case. Like, where is it? Okay, there we go.
But I was also,
last episode.
Yeah, I was also thinking like, when did we start doing like Indecisive Buffoon? Because I feel like that was like anywhere from like 2011 to 2013. I think is when we started that, and that was like the first version of this.
Oh, I found it. Indecisive Buffoon, 2015. The first episode was roughly August 31st.
Where'd you find that? I couldn't find it.
It's on iTunes.
I was searching YouTube because okay.
Oh, it's off YouTube now.
Yeah, no, I realized that.
I think we deleted that channel. Oh, and it's back when I was called Unknown Hero. Roughly 2015, August 31st, 2015. So I was 14 at the time.
Gosh.
Like,
yeah, that's weird. So I don't know. It's just been really weird. Because it's
do you want to hear the start of it?
Yes, actually, I do. We got to reminisce because this is the 5-year anniversary. So,
clear listening episodes. The fact that it still exists is just mind blowing.
I love that iTunes just keeps it on. Yeah, one of the reasons I messaged you today is because I started listening to Hello Internet again from like the very beginning, because I still haven't posted an episode in like a year now.
I remember when we used to listen to them a lot.
You got me onto that podcast, and then I started listening to it.
And then you really took over on it?
No, yeah. You do that with a lot of stuff with me, though, honestly. Like, there's been a lot of times where you introduced me to something, and I'm like, oh, this is so good, and then, yeah.
The way I am, and I kind of realize this, is I like to, like, dabble in, like, a bunch of different things.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh.
Hello. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good.
Oh.
That's good.
It's real bad.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome.
The editing is so terrible on it too.
Hey, we didn't edit back then, is the worst part.
No, we did. It was just really bad. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing with podcasts for me. I don't mind the like unedited feel of a podcast as long as it flows. You know what I mean? Like, there are some things where I'm like, okay, this is highly edited, cool. But then I also appreciate the podcast where it's just like a conversation that flows well and doesn't have like too many cuts. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't care about to be honest. I just don't at this point. I've listened to podcasts for like 5 years now. You know what I mean? It's just like I care more about like the conversations at hand and like the flow of it rather than like I got to cut out every single even though there's 200 in here. It's like I don't think anybody really cares all that much.
Yeah, most people don't. Now that you said that, I've started to think back of all my phrases I say, which is "and such." The thing is, what I'm trying to say, just like things like that. Anyways was a big one. Listen, man, I hold by anyways.
No, that's fair. It's a good one.
When there's no good transition, anyways just gets the job done.
Yeah, no, exactly. The other thing for me is I've been doing like a lot more music stuff recently, more so than like main channel videos.
You released like 4 albums this year, didn't you?
No, so so
in 2021 you have album-wise Afflictions, which was your big one.
Yeah, that was
and Bad Day, Disconnect from the Internet. So that's 3.
Bad Days was an EP.
Yeah, but I mean,
and then It Passed Me was a weird compilation thing that I did because I was stayed up till 3 a.m. and thought, this is a good idea. Kind of regret doing it, but I don't really care at this point. And then Disconnect from the Internet is interesting.
I would say Disconnect from the Internet's more of an EP than Bad Day, because I think Bad Day has more songs.
No, Bad Days just has like a lot of like talking skit type things. So there's only like 4 songs on Bad Days.
Oh yeah, because all the like lowercase ones are just kind of a skit.
Yeah, and now I'm working on like a 3-song EP that's very different because I'm starting to go down this road with my music where I'm becoming more and more like aggressive, which is interesting because if you know me personally, like I'm a pretty chill guy and I don't think you would think that I would like super like aggressive music. Like I literally listen to like metal rap, which is like one of the most aggressive sounds in music right now. And I don't know, it's just intriguing to me because like when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, why does this sound aggressive? And it's more of like a mental gymnastics thing for me because it intrigues me.
My music days are over. I've kind of established.
Yeah,
I like music, but like not really my thing.
That's
for
fair.
Me, like making and all that.
Yeah, I do appreciate that you did help me with the last song on Afflictions though, because I still love that. It was just guitar and voice.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a good song. It was like, I love that song specifically, and it's so different because it's not electronic or anything whatsoever. It's just literally my voice and your guitar, and it was just... I loved it because it was weirdly reminiscent of like the old days where we used to do like the friendship and stuff like that. So that made me happy. It's probably one of my favorite songs on the album, actually.
So I have it right here just because I was cute. I had forgotten.
Right,
It's been so long since we released it. I've forgotten.
That was this year. So.
It was like early this year too.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Sorry. I had it up playing.
So, yeah. So I have been doing more music stuff recently because that's what I've been feeling. Which has been nice. But also, in the background, I've kind of accepted the fact that I'm gonna step away from the main channel for a bit because I want to work on like a super big project that I've been working on for an entire year. And
I was say you've been talking about it for a while here, like what you've been working on.
The deadline is September. If I don't get it done by then, I'm in trouble because the wedding's in October. So I told myself, if I'm spending a year on this project, I want to get this done before I move because I know it's gonna ruin my mental state if I don't. To be honest, because it's kind of like a weird chapter of my life type deal. So if it were to like go past that, it would kind of muddy the waters of the project in general. So
how much more do you have on it? Because I know you had the script done, I'm pretty sure, right?
Well, there's just a lot of recording. Well, I would say it's like half recorded right now. It's just a weird project in general where it's like I have the storyline in my head and I've gotten like half of it. But the other stupid thing, that has really demotivated me recently is that part of the project got corrupted because apparently I accidentally deleted files and thought they were in one folder, and it turns out they weren't because I was trying to clear out some storage in my computer.
Did you remove them from the trash bin already?
Yeah, no, like they were deleted and long gone. And I tried to recover it, and every single recovery program that I tried, you know, it pulled every single clip in existence except the ones I needed. So I'm like, okay, I guess I just have to re-edit this portion. And of course, the stupid thing, it was one of the most integral portions of the entire project. So now I'm upset and frustrated because I'm like, I have to re-edit this specific portion again. So I'm just gonna do something different for that section that I think will probably be better anyways, but it's just a pain because having to re-edit stuff in general, especially with like client revision stuff, it's obnoxious because I'm like, I just want to be done, I just want to move on, let's go, you know. So that's,
you don't want to be stuck on it for like a long time.
Yeah. And the other thing is like with me, like I want to work on like smaller projects. But the problem is I keep doing the thing where I'm like, oh, I'm going to work on this video. And then like I lose a month on the big project because I'm working on this small thing. So now I've gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, I just need to focus on this. Because time keeps going by faster and faster to the point of like, okay, I really have to hone this in now. There hasn't been like a lot of video ideas that I've wanted to do recently. Like there's a few, but like, I just want to find a really good game again, you know? Like, something like that. But I haven't really been looking either. And, like, I have ideas.
Operation Tango. It's not as good as... I know, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's a good game. But
it's not, like, what you're looking for.
Right, yeah. Because the other thing with my videos is I always try to tie in some sort of like real life value to the thing as well. So that way it's not like, oh, this is some fun YouTube video. It's more so like, okay, but like how can we actually use this in real life in some capacity, you know? Like Fogs was about long distance relationships for me. And I was like, well, that's kind of important in my life. And I'm sure a lot of people, especially like last year, dealt with like long distance relationships and stuff like that. So it was like, it was kind of cool to see. Just in general. So I don't know. I like to do stuff like that, but it also means that I have to try to find something like that so that way I can have some sort of like message with it. Because I just don't want to make, and like I'm excluding the side channel here because the side channel is whatever I want to do without any pressure, because that's just nice to do in general. But like with the main channel stuff, like I'm very particular about what goes on there.
Yeah, you just gotta play around, look through the Steam pages, and just be like,
yeah. I want to cry again, man. I want to cry while playing a video game. Fogs almost got me to do that. Like, I was very close. I was like, ooh. You know, I just want something impactful, you know? I love narrative-driven stuff, especially if it's, like, first person. That's more so what I lean towards. But I'm also open to, like, other things as well.
But yeah, I know. It's finding something to talk about is rough when it comes to videos.
Oh, true, yeah. Because like I always want to be passionate about the thing, because if I'm not, then people can tell. It's just very obvious. So it's like I have to be enjoying the thing I'm making. Otherwise, why would anybody else enjoy it? You know.
For me, when like right now where I'm at, it's when Aaron's at work. That's my free time. That's when I do what I like, the stuff I like doing.
Yep.
Because then on the weekends I got work, and then in the evenings and like I like to hang out with her a little bit. So
yeah.
But yeah. Have you been keeping up on the casting for the new Spider-Man movie?
I have not actually. I know nothing about it.
Oh, and you want to keep it that way?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun though.
Oh yeah. See, okay, like after Endgame, I kind of stopped caring about Marvel, except for Spider-Man. Like I love Spider-Man. I'm pointing to my Spider-Man poster.
Like, yeah. Well, I mean, like WandaVision was good.
That was good. I do admit to that.
Like, I think you might enjoy like the Winter Soldier, if you can get into it. I know there's that barrier stopping you from watching it, but
Yeah. You've recommended me a lot of things that I still haven't watched, so
I know, but like this one is like 6 episodes.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
So like how the other day I was talking about a Netflix show. It was called Jupiter's Legacy.
Yeah.
Personally, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was a little like the costumes weren't the best things ever. Some like these people were like roughly 30. They were playing both like 30-year-olds and like really old people. Mm-hmm. And then like the story was okay, but I thought it was a fun like thing to watch. Like it wasn't the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
It's already been canceled at Netflix. Like they're not even done, like it was announced they're not going to make another season because they had such bad reviews.
I am so mad when Netflix cancels a really good show.
Well, to be fair, I will argue it's definitely not the best show ever.
I wasn't saying that show. I was making a general statement.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. The Society was a great Netflix original. The End of the Effing World. That was a great series. What was the other one?
The Society. What one's that one?
Society.
That one's like...
So that was the one where all the parents just disappear for no reason, basically.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. Maybe it was like I Don't Feel Real in This World Anymore, I think was the other Netflix original show that was really good. But those are really good Netflix originals, and I'm pretty sure all of them got like canceled. So like there's not going to be a season 2, and it makes me mad because I'm like, those are such good shows. Actually, wait, no. One of them did have a second season, and I think after the second season, that's when they were like, okay, no more. Because I think there was a second season. Because I remember the end of the first one. What?
I never finished Black Mirror.
What do you mean?
I never watched the newest season.
Why haven't you?
I don't know. I just never did. Like
you should. They're not. They're worth at least one watch. That's what I will say.
I don't think Black Mirror is the type of show to rewatch.
I've been tempted to, but it's not the same experience, you know?
Exactly. Like, but like occasionally, like watching them once is interesting most of the time. Like most of the episodes I say are worth it. There was like one where it was like a soldier episode. I was not too big on that one. Where he like had,
that was,
I thought it was
weird.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The Bee episode where like people would like vote and like people would die.
That was interesting.
Thought that one was. It was interesting, but I wasn't big on it. I don't know.
It wasn't one of the better ones. It was kind of the one from the newest season that I liked was the one with the pop star. Pretty sure it was literally Miley Cyrus that played.
I think it was. I think
that was a good episode. I'm trying to remember the other ones from this from that season, and that's the only one I can remember. So I'd say that one is at least worth the watch. But I'm trying to remember what else was from that season because I haven't seen Black Mirror in like 2 years, something like that. Has there been, speaking of like shows, has there been any like shows you've been watching recently?
So there was the Jupiter's Legacy one. That one was good. I liked Shadow and Bone. I know we had talked like about it a little bit the day before.
I think Lauren's reading the books for that actually.
Yeah, because it's a young adult novel originally, but like
she was talking to me about it.
Has she watched the show yet?
No, but she's reading the books or has read the books. So
you should watch the show with her. I think you would like. I think the show is good. Like it's a young adult series, and you can kind of tell at some points. Yeah, like it's this girl is the chosen person, and like ooh, like there's a love interest and all that. Yeah, and like ooh, there's a love triangle happening. Do I want this guy or this guy? Oh, oh. Yeah.
The one show that Lauren was trying to get me to watch was New Girl. And that one's really funny. That took me a while to get into, but that was I like that show. So I'm watching that one with her. But show wise, I haven't really been too into shows because like I got Hulu for like a few months, so I was watching some like Hulu exclusive shows like Solar Opposites. That's a really good show.
Did you end up dropping Hulu? Do you have it anymore?
Well, I have it still because there's still some of those comedy movies that I wanted to watch that are like only on Hulu. Ingrid Goes West was a very interesting
that's movie. The one with Audrey Plaza, right?
Yep. It's a really good movie, I think.
I think I watched that one.
I just love how weirdly meta it is too. It's it's kind of like a Black Mirror episode. Not gonna lie, I'm just now realizing it's pretty good. I love it.
But I've always been a comedy guy. I like comedies a lot.
Oh, so I'm a comedy guy too. You know the movie Ted?
Yeah, is that good?
I finally watched both of the movies, and
was that on Hulu?
No, actually, I had to like rent them. But yeah, so they were really funny. I thought it was going to be like way more raunchy, but it actually kind of wasn't. It was actually like it was a weirdly heartfelt story that was also like, but it's mostly comedy as well. But I don't know. I liked it. It was not what I was expecting.
I've heard very good things about it. Like that it's like, yeah, there's some raunchy comedy in it, sure. Yeah. Like it's whatever, but like it also has like some really good jokes in it. Like some genuinely like
Mark Wahlberg was great in it.
Mark Wahlberg's surprisingly good sometimes in comedy. I feel like there's some controversy with him. I don't remember, but he's pretty good in comedy. Oh, one of my favorite jokes today is like where he's like, because I've seen clips from it every so often, but where like the bear's hiding in front of a bunch of bears and like he starts singing "Sweet Caroline."
Yes.
To draw him, it's like
I forgot how much of a not culture shock, but like I love how much of like culture knows that song specifically and to do the bump bump ba, and it's like, oh, but that's Tripod though, right? Like
so they did it a big on it, but I think it's a common societal thing. Like it was just like joke that like it was kind of common and would like be referenced every so often, but then they also did it like as a big thing in their show. Because
like I always thought of Tripod when everybody did it. I was like, wait a minute.
So what they basically did was like joke about it, where it's just like, oh, I'm not interested in the song, and then the more they hear it, the more they're kind of getting into it, and then it's just like, bah, bah.
Right, yeah, no, exactly. So I don't know, I've just been in a weird like mood over the past year where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch a bunch of these like really old movies that I haven't seen yet, you know. So I've just been going down the list. I watched Good Will Hunting. That's an amazing movie. Really good.
Very good.
Oh yeah,
I agree with you fully.
And this one isn't a comedy movie, but it's really good. Have you seen Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind? Oh my gosh,
Jim Carrey.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. The ending scene is my favorite of like any movie. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's
I need to make a new list. We should. I'll create like a Google Doc list.
Yeah.
We can create a Google Excel or a Google Sheets list that you and I can both access, and just like watch through it. And we'll have like a Zach's list and Ethan's list page, and just like we could start doing a movie night with Max.
Yeah, I was just instead gonna say we should. Yeah, I'd love that.
A good comedy special. I did finish it. Was the Bo Burnham one?
Oh, okay. I don't know if I've
The Inside.
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
Bo Burnham Inside.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, you finished it? You finished it?
I finished it.
What'd you think?
I was depressed for a while.
Right? You know what, dude? That it felt weird to see him cry. You know what I mean? It was just like weirdly humanizing.
You can tell he had a rough year.
Oh yeah, no. Do you see what I mean when it was like very much like kind of like a documentary, like as well? It was just
like I only had like weird. The one song left essentially. Like I got almost all the way through it, so there's like one or two songs.
Yeah,
but then like where he like describes how like spoilers, by the way, spoilers.
Yeah, go watch Inside right now.
But like how he describes how he was like why he quit doing comedy and how he was like right about to start doing it again.
I feel like a lot of people had that sentiment with last year. I know I did. I wanted to travel way more last year. I was going to go to VidCon last year for the first time.
I forgot you had like got tickets and all that.
No, I didn't get tickets yet. I was looking.
I thought Oh, okay. But I remember you were talking about that for a while, how you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody's always just about like pilot's license and stuff, and I'm just like, I think boating would be more fun.
I've driven a plane before.
Oh, I remember that. I remember you.
I told you
when you did that. I think so, because that was a while ago. It was like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, that's
maybe a little before.
Oh no, that was like 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were excited about it.
Yeah.
And like I was jealous because it's like, yeah.
Yeah, my dad knew somebody, and so they took us up in his plane, and I was sitting in the co-pilot seat. So I got to like steer it for a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, I feel the power now." No, but it was fun. I'm never gonna forget it. But I think that was my first time in like an actual plane.
Wait, oh yeah, because you've never like flown.
Yeah, and then
or have you flown since?
I have been on an airplane once before, not including that, like an actual airplane. When I left Texas, I flew back because I stayed a little longer in Texas because I wanted to hang out with like Emrice and that group of people, and my family had already left. So,
how was the flight?
It was good. It was only like a 2-hour flight, I think. It wasn't bad.
Is there anything else you want to talk about in particular? Anything you want to specifically bring up?
Well, I do have a surprise, but I asked my Discord server if they had any questions for our 5-year anniversary episode, and I haven't seen these questions yet. What has it been like running a podcast? I mean, honestly, it's weird because we've done it for so long that it's become like a weird chronicle of our lives. Well, and how much we contrast on a lot of things.
I've gotten to the point where I don't view this as like a podcast as much as I view this as like a journal.
No, like, I agree with that too. Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Like once a year, you and I come back together, record something, and then like forget about it for another year.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But yeah, no, like it's been. I feel like you've done a lot more with podcasts than I have, just because.
Yeah, that's true. I'm very off and on with it.
I was gonna say, didn't you start a new podcast recently, or maybe we're just on it? You might have just been on.
No, I started one and then that fell off. So this is like the longest running podcast I've ever been on.
But yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It has been fun.
It has been fun.
And we'll keep doing it as long as you and I stay in contact once a year, at least.
Right.
In fact,
yeah.
Remind me in 1 year to record podcast episode with Ethan.
Nice.
Cool. 2022. See on June 3rd.
Right. Yeah. All right. Do we have any last words?
Last words. Excited to see where we'll be next year.
Oh, true.
Wait.
I'm not gonna be in this room next year. So I will have a different setup and a different life next episode. Oh, yeah,
life is
weird. I'm excited.
Changing.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh shoot! Whoa.
That seems way too dangerous.
I do have a spinning chair though.
It's dangerous.
No, I know. I'm just excited.
I'm excited too, but do not. What a 5-year anniversary. Fall. Ethan falls and like cracks his head. And
no, that's like, how I end the episode. Is like I will like add cut it and then add a sound effect to make it sound like I fell, and then that'll just that's just.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say just edit yourself like obviously fake where he like turns.
Not gonna put that much effort in.
It's too much effort.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun.
It has been.
And yeah, I'll see you next year.
Bye.